I am Inchafe, metric number 284947 from Group 2. In this video, we are going to present the demand and supply theory of Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd product. By looking at the analysis of the data that has been collected, a company can determine the market worth of their product. Therefore, the data analysis is critical to a company. By Never and Slater 1990, the operation of supply and demand is of course related to the market size and structure, as well as its dynamic and influence factors necessitating, in addition to this form of functional analysis, dimensional, structural, dynamic, and factorial analysis at the level of supply and demand. Nonetheless, a good rational analysis can confirm the state of the market at all other levels and determine the strategy and operational actions to be taken in accordance with the functional level. Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd is one of the group structure of Apollo Food Holdings Bhd. Apollo Food Holdings Bhd was founded in March 1994 as an investment holding company, and the headquarters are located in Johor Bahru, Malaysia. The role of the Apollo Food Holdings Bhd is to provide management service for its subsidiary, which is Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd. As the subsidiary, the Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd are manufacture compound chocolate confectionery products and layer cakes in Malaysia. The aim of this company is to always fulfill the customer needs and requirements by using the latest equipment and technology. Besides that, Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd is a leading manufacturer in Malaysia. The Apollo products are distributed in Malaysia and other overseas markets, which are Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Japan, India, Middle East, Mauritius, and Maldives. Next, the products of the Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd are divided into two categories, which are wafer product and layer cakes product. The Apollo products that included in the wafer categories, such as milk and chocolate wafer cream, stick wafer, wafer bar, super bar, waffle, and so on. While for the category layer cakes are included checker layer cake, chocolate layer cakes, and Swiss roll.
Hi, my name is Chong with metric number 284823. Today I'm going to present about the demand for Apollo company. According to the graph that taken from the Apollo company's annual report, we can see clearly that the demand for Apollo company's product is declining from year 2017 to year 2020, and it rise back during year 2021. For year 2018, the demand of Apollo company products decreased because the Apollo company did not increase the choices of product for consumer. Therefore, the consumer will not be interested buying the Apollo product. For year 2019 till 2020, the demand decreased due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic has stopped a lot of companies operate as normal. The COVID-19 pandemic also causes many countries set new rules to reduce the COVID-19 cases in their country. The COVID-19 pandemic also causes many consumers start doing online shopping. It's because online shopping is more safer than buying in store. Apollo company produce product that be sold offline and not focus on online method. Therefore, the sales for Apollo company will reduce. Besides that, COVID-19 pandemic also affects people couldn't work. It because the SOP that's set by the government affect people lost their job. Hence, many citizens do not have enough income during the COVID-19 pandemic. Many companies reduce their supply because of the SOP that's set that force companies to reduce their workers on operation time. After the year 2020, the demand for Apollo company increased. It because the government have planned to loosen the SOP to help people to have more normal lives. Government had helped people to have more income and saving. This could help to increase the consumer spend on products. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nur Zurifah Atirah binti Muhammad Zuhari and my metric number is 28480C. Okay, now I want to present about the supply. First of all, we need to know what is the supply. Supply is a fundamental economic concept that describes the total amount of a specific good or service that is available to consumers. In supply, A relationship between price and quantity is positive. For example, when the price of goods is increased, the quantity of the product also increase because they want to maximize their profit. For the table, it shows the total cost incurred by the Apollo manufacturer according to their respective cost types, namely cost of sales, distribution costs, and administrative expenses from 2017 to 2021. The costs incurred during the 5 years are 193,825,208 ringgit Malaysia in 2017, 177,963,749 ringgit Malaysia in 2018, 169,458,368 ringgit Malaysia in 2019, 156,908,946 ringgit Malaysia in 2020, and 174,422,974 ringgit Malaysia in 2021 respectively. Alright, for the graph, it shows a comparison of costs incurred by Apollo manufacturer from 2017 to 2021. The highest cost incurred by Apollo manufacturers over 5 years fell in 2017. The second highest cost incurred was in 2018. The third highest cost incurred fell in 2021, while the second lowest cost fell in 2019, and lastly the lowest was in 2020. Alright, next I will give to the next presenter to present their part.
Hello everyone, my name is Wong Wai Lun. My metric number is 2X4X65. Now I will continue the presentation regarding the factors that affect demand and supply. Demand and supply are one of the basic concepts in the economic science because they both relate to a sell and purchase transaction between a seller and a consumer in the market. The demand from the buyer and the supply from the seller can determine the balance of the price of goods and service. Based on the role of these two things in the science of economics, developing the theory of demand and the theory of supply. Demand theory explains the nature of the demand from buyer from an item, while the supply theory explains the nature of the supply from the seller towards an item. Next, let's move on the factors that affect demand of Apollo. There are three factors that affect demand of Apollo. First, the income of society. Second, price of goods. And last is the forecast of the future. First, the income of society. The average income of each person in society will affect the amount of demand of goods and service. When the average income of the community increases, then the interest of the community to buy goods and service will increase. Meanwhile, if the community's income decreases, then the demand for goods and service also become low. Second, price of goods. If the price of Apollo product increase, the quantity of demanded by consumer will decrease. On the other hand, if the price of Apollo products falls, the quantity demand will increase. Buyer will try to delay the purchase of an item of service when the price is high, and vice versa. When the COVID-19 pandemic occurred, Apollo company of the economy declined. The impact of that is that Apollo company will raise the price of product. The price of Apollo products will increase. As a result, the quantity of demanded has decreases. So that is much lower when compared to the situation before the COVID-19 pandemic. The price of goods and service will influence the demand. So the demand of the Apollo product declined from year 2017 until year 2020. Lastly, the forecast of the future. Public demand is often affected by a forecast of prediction about future conditions. The amount of demand for goods and service will increase if it is estimated that these goods and service will soon become scarce or will experience price increases. For example, when people predict the price of Apollo products in next 3 months will decreases, consumer won't buy Apollo products in large quantity. Next is factors that affect supply. First, production costs. High production costs make the price of goods to be expensive. If not many consumers can buy high-priced goods, demand will be low. When that happens, producers must also produce goods in small quantity because demand is low. Production costs can also affect the ability of producers to produce goods and services. Second, the technology. Technology also will affect the amount of supply. The use of high and innovative technology allows manufacturers to produce goods in large quantity quickly and with quality at low production costs. If the number of consumer demand is large, the use of high technology allows producers to sell quantity goods in large quantity and the low price. Lastly, the profit expectation. Seller will usually try to increase production and expand marketing if the number of rescue from consumer is large. He increased the amount of production and expanded his business to obtain large profit. That's all from me. Thank you.
As conclusion, Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd is one of the company manufacturing compound chocolate confectionery products and layer cakes based in Malaysia. The objective of this report was to apply the microeconomics concept to real-life situation. Based on the graph and table of the analysis, we can conclude that the demand for Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd's product is decreased from the year 2017 until year 2020 and increased during the year 2021. Meanwhile, the supply of the product is decreased from year 2017 to 2020 and increased in the year 2021. According to our research, we know that the demand of the Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd is affected by the COVID-19 pandemic and the future price for Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd's product. The price of the raw materials has an impact on Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd's supply. As the cost of production rises, Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd will lower their supply of the product in order to cut the production costs. For the suggestion, we have two suggestions to increase the demand and one suggestion to increase the supply for Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd. The first suggestion to increase the demand for Apollo Food Industry is identify the needs of customers. For example, Apollo Food Industry can use the customer review on its website to determine what customers want. Positive feedbacks by customers may encourage additional customers to purchase the company's product. And while customers leave negative feedbacks, it may assist Apollo Food Industry to identify the issues and make change. The second suggestion to increase the demand is improve the diversity of their goods to attract new customers. Apollo Food Industry can provide new product, and the introduction of new product may stimulate customers' interest, resulting in increased demand for the companies. The suggestion to increase the supply for Apollo Food Industry Sdn Bhd is employ more innovative technologies in the production. This is because advanced equipment cannot only assist business boost product supply, but it can also help them reduce the production cost. While the production costs fall, the corporation can expand supply to boost their income.